All systems are operating within acceptable parameters.
Great.
I am prepared to bring the unreliable into low-altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of our flight capabilities.
I should have named the stream name to be Leaving Edgewater instead of what it is. Ooh. I can finally see what's off of just one planet. Oh, I did. Well.
We have received a communication request from Dr. Phineas Wells.
Oh,
Ah, there you are.
forgot what he looked
Hale
like.
and hearty and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain. Horrible way to die.
Wonder how that happened.
How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any, unnatural drippage?
What?
Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you. Oh, that, yes, that's probably permanent. I wouldn't worry about it, though. I'm sure you're fine.
Okay, dude.
What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame. The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right. You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help me, help us, find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists.
Interesting.
Gladys Kelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay.
Okay.
Strictly speaking, Monarch is a moon, terraformed badly, and almost completely lawless. You'll love it.
I'll love it.
Captains don't fly their own ships, you see. Your navigation terminal handles the, navigation. Think of a nav key as a set of flight instructions. The board's been confiscating nav keys for Stellar Bay, so we must rely on unconventional means of acquisition. Hence, Miss Gladys Kelly.
Huh. Okay.
Gladys and I have been doing business for years. Her smuggling credentials are unimpeachable. If anyone can get you a key to Monarch, it's her. Criminals? Goodness, no. Smuggling is a perfectly
Is it
legitimate
now?
business venture. If misappropriating board property is a crime, well then, throw me in Tartarus. Plenty of ways to make money in Halcyon, you know. Not all are above board. Oh, above board, above the Halcyon board. Get it? Well, yes, someone has to be after all.
I'm like that sometimes.
In theory, I suppose you could land your ship in Cascadia, and in theory, I suppose you might survive the experience. Cascadia is utterly seething with dangerous, highly aggressive creatures, more than capable of tearing you limb from limb.
What if I'm strong, though?
You'd have to be a lunatic to land in Cascadia, and I'm reasonably certain I tested your brain for incipient signs of insanity. Trust me, talk to Gladys Kelly.
Okay, fine. Wait, I want to ask this question.
Without a skip drive, good luck. You'll be dead before you make it to the nearest star.
Oh.
Look, I admire your optimism, but the sad truth is you're stuck here. You, me, and the rest of this colony. We're all skating precariously around the edge of oblivion together. None of us are leaving Halcyon alive, so we may as well make it a better place, and we can start by reviving the Hope.
Okay.
Excellent. I'll send her a wireless. Let her know you're coming.
A wireless?
by the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design, cutting-edge technology, years ahead of its time.
What?
I call it the holographic shroud. I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful to you. You'll find it in the captain's quarters.
I'll fetch that. Sure. This.
Marvelous device. I'm quite proud of myself. The shroud changes the user's appearance to mimic that of another.
Go figure.
It has limits. First-generation technology, you see. But promising. Exciting to see it in use at last. Very simply, the holographic shroud uses biometric information contained on standard identity cartridges to generate a holographic projection around you.
Huh.
Only stands up to a casual scrutiny. Use it too long, bound to flicker, blur, something like that. Movement makes it more likely. Best used in moderation. When you see guards in your path you can't sneak past, for example. Maintain your distance. Act normal. No running, no jumping. Don't draw their attention. If they pay attention, they're more likely to notice flaws in the hologram.
Interesting.
A change of clothes.
This is a
What
valid
this?
question.
Some old spy cereal?
Maybe.
What inattentive and brainless guard would be fooled by such a shabby disguise? The holographic shroud masks not only your clothes, but your face and fingerprints. It modulates your voice and sweetens your breath.
Oh, what the heck? Yes!
Science, that's how. Ha 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 ha! The beauty is they don't expect it.
Huh.
The shroud is the only one of its kind. We humans have a tendency to overlook the unexpected. Activate the disguise, walk past someone. What do they see? A figure dressed like a fellow employee. Don't act up. They won't notice.
Okay. You might have gotten me a little bit with that. I look half asleep? Oh, it's because I'm looking down. Okay. Maybe I need to install one of those plugins or something. Maybe if I adjust my camera. Oh, I forgot I could move that way. That was so flattering. Oh, I'm cutting my head off. Oh no. You need the NVIDIA AI that makes your eyes look. Yes, that's what I was talking about. Oh my gosh. Look, so in this vlog I'm making, I discovered, I don't know like why no one wants to have a conversation with me about this, but I think it's so neat and also really disturbing at the same time. But in the application I'm using to edit the vlog, I noticed that there's some AI features, and then I discovered that I could turn the text that I have overlaid on the video into like a model that you select that sits there like this. And then it like forces the dialect to come out of the mouth and like as best as it can, right? But it's unnatural, right? Because it's AI and it's the worst that it is at this point in time. And it's only going to get better. But yeah, I kept it in the video because I thought it was kind of cool. But yeah, so I am almost done with this freaking thing, by the way. I'm going to probably I'm conflicted because I could split it up into 2 parts. And that might perform better on YouTube. Do I really care about how it performs? Maybe a little bit, but that's not the point. I think I'm just going to toss the whole thing on YouTube and then cut it up into segments where it's more digestible and post those like little segments onto TikTok and then be like, the whole thing's there. So, cut it in half with a chainsaw. That'd be easy, right? But the whole thing at present, it's 37 minutes long. And I'm trying to cut it up to be a little bit less than that. But it's like all 4 days of my trip that I went on. And I've never made a vlog before. So I did have a moment that I felt like went with my streaming moments. And I was like a little embarrassed with myself after the fact, if you will. But like Haven makes fun of me when we play Hunt, right? Because I get distracted easily. And like he'll make these comments and say squirrel, and so I might have noticed some squirrels on the trip and literally had that reaction unintentionally. And I might have gotten it on film. But I saw cows and I saw a horse in the road and I saw some deer and I saw a dangerous spaghetti noodle that I actually think was actually dangerous, but I didn't get anywhere close to it. And I was in Cougar County, whatever. So I wasn't nervous since I was with people, but if I was by myself doing stuff like that, I think I would be very freaked out of my mind, like looking left and right to make sure that nothing's going to pounce at me. You need to call her speaks your mind? No. No.
Excellent. I'll contact you once you've found a way to get to Stellar Bay. If you have any questions, come see me in my lab. And remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with promises of wealth and power. But it's a lie. The board's only interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't put a stop to them, they're going to run this colony to the ground.
Awful.
Transmission ended. If you are ready to depart, please select a destination on your navigation terminal.
Cool. I'm leveled up, baby. Oh yeah, I probably do look tired because I don't know, and I guess this is a natural vacation thing because I haven't taken many of these things that you call vacations. But like you get up really early in the morning. I guess your body just knows it's in a different place and it has so many things it wants to do. It just like is up. Might need coffee to like move, but like you just wake up naturally very early. And so I had coffee at like noon today to hopefully not be tired for the street. Oh, but yes. So let's see. I want to up my medical stats. Oh yeah, I always wake up earlier. Yeah. What was kind of sad is the bed was a little rough that I slept on, but I think I'm gonna get her to 50. Okay. Now to update the set of stuff. Oh, I can lie better. We don't want to lie too well. We want to be a little human, right? My defense. I did tech. Oh shit, is this broken up now? I don't understand. You could specifically put it in science, but then you could specifically put it in your tech tree. I would like to undo, oh god, did I revert the whole thing? I think I did. Okay. That's good. Apply. Yes. Perks. I gained a perk. What do we want? Base armor, damage per flaw. I don't want flaws. Additional ammo stock on vendor. Maybe. I don't care. No. Nah. Walk speed. Oh, I kind of like that. Damage when alone in a party. Tactical time. Well, it's between walk speed and fast travel when... You know what? I think I'm going to do this one. Wow. Alright, apply. Yes. Oh my god! I have Vicar on my squad! I didn't know that. I thought he was just like on the ship. So, that's kind of neat. Why am I excited about this guy? I literally didn't like him. What is wrong with me? Don't answer that. What did you say? I have a memory foam bed. Oh, those are nice. Most beds do not compare to how comfy. Yeah, there's nothing like sleeping in your own bed, in your own place, where it's like super familiar, right? Lying skills somewhere between drug dealer and Biden would work well, I think. Reminds me of Cyberpunk 2077. You have to build up your body to be stronger in such wit points. I still have to play. I actually have a copy of Cyberpunk. It's not happening this year. It might happen next year. I try to be a very realistic person with these goals and things that I try to do. So Like, if I can, I would like to travel on one more trip before the year ends. Is it realistic? I'm not sure. Is it what I would like to do? Yes. So, you know, it is what it is. A lot of things are already planned in September, so I don't know. And it is so hot. That's the other thing too, is it was nice being somewhere where the weather was more appropriate. Um, damn, sir. 319 DPS? Holy. Okay, I can give him some stuff, right? Oh, wait, do I only get perks per... Oh, no, she has 0. Only Vicar has points. Good to know it works this way. Oh, he's not threatening? Threatening? Hi, words? I give him a hack help. Okay, I feel like he's weak. I might be wrong about him, but, like, that works. Alright, what else do I... What are you set at? Medium, mixed, aggressive. Damn. Medium, mixed, aggressive. Alright, well, that's one way to be. Oh, look. Critical damage. 20%. I love her. I love every... Okay. I'm starting to see some parallels in the characters I design between this woman and Baldur's Gate, my orc lady. Wonder what that means. I just like certain aesthetics, maybe? Oh, can't wait for the new Phantom Liberty part of Cyberpunk to come out next month. What is that? I have never heard of that. Sorry, I missed a chunk. What are some places you'd like to go to? Oh, you don't have to apologize. Gosh. So there's a lot of art pieces that I would like to see. The Spiral Jetty was what I went to go see for this trip. That was like the big deal for me. And what is, I'll be honest, this is a little disappointing. And this is good for y'all to know if y'all ever wanted to see the Spiral Jetty, is the Salt Lake seems to be drying up. So I went out there and I was hoping for some water, but no, it's pretty dry. So, I mean, that's kind of depressing. But it was still cool. Still amazing. I did do something kind of dumb that I don't advise anyone to do. And that is, you know, if you really want an aerial shot, maybe don't toss your phone up in the air. Because it doesn't work. So, I'll spare you the time from trying and learn from my stupidity, please. Also, don't take your phone in a hot tub. Please don't do that. I thought I messed up my phone and panicked at 3 a.m. Until 3 a.m. Let me correct myself. Oh, Phantom Liberty is the second half of Cyberpunk 27. Babe, what? Damn. I do not have a 4080. I have a 3080. I could probably run it at half. Girl, get a drone. Okay, so what's funny is, ironically, I do have a drone. I got it for free for some, like, review thing. And then I dropped off the face of the earth with the review people, like... because I had life happen, essentially. And so, like, months later, I got back to them. But I'm pretty sure they're like, we never want to work with this girl again. But that was, like, the second time I had to review, like, a second thing. So, that's kind of cool. But I didn't want to pack it with me because this is the first time I've ever packed for a flight. And so, like, I didn't even know how that worked. I didn't know if you could bring a drone on a plane. I feel like you might, because I think it counts if you check a bag. But I didn't check any bags. I think... since I'm planning on wanting to fly more in the future, I learned that there's like TSA pre-check. So I think what I'm going to do is do that for myself next year and try to somehow plan in a nice way to take some trips. So we'll see what happens. But if, you know, y'all enjoyed the vlog, like literally let me know, because I'll do more of those whenever I do those trips. Pre-checked pre-checked bag with Southwest. Oh, packing for flights is a pain. Yeah. I can't express how difficult it was. The outfits. The outfits was the hardest thing for me. And it might be a woman thing. I don't know. But, like, it was just so difficult. So that was the hardest part. Everything else was, like, easy. I need XYZ. You got it. All right. I have what on my map that I'm doing? Journal. Retrieve the holographic shroud. Okay. Well, I can see all the rooms now. The fudge? I thought you were behind me.
Yeah, so this is my hidey spot now.
Okay.
I was looking for a place that was quiet. I figured the kitchen would be louder than the hold, so here I am. Cozy like, ain't it? That's in pretty good shape considering how hard Mr. Hawthorne ran it.
Hmm.
It's a Yakita LHA 120, A2 model, I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
The Block 2 design scooshed in extra cargo space but didn't change the stock engines. Probably a touch underpowered, huh?
Accurate in all particulars. I conclude you are Edgewater's board-certified mechanic.
It's not intelligent. That is so rude. She can be in convos.
Fly-by-wire's pretty normal. Or leastways, that's what I read in the trades. I've never been on a real ship before.
Aw.
Hello! I am not a board-certified mechanic, but my dad was. He taught me all he knew. Do you understand?
Speech recognition is one of the many skills I have been programmed to simulate.
You're not simulating it, you're doing it! I asked a question and you answered it.
I am gratified you consider this facsimile convincing.
Huh.
I am at your disposal, Ms. Parvati. You will find the technical schematics in the engineer's locker, though I'm afraid Captain Hawthorne has lost the owner's manual.
Of course.
I don't see any holes in the hull. I'll take a good squint at her, make sure everything's tip-top. But I think we're cooking with plasma torches. You can do that, you know. My dad taught me how to make grilled cheese sandwiches with a plasma torch.
That sounds unhealthy. There's a... What? How do you say this? Kahuiasp Garden of Blast in Seattle? Oh, probably. That sounds like something I would like. That sounds familiar. Chahuli. Lee or Lie? I don't know. There's just, God, there's so much to see. Like, the Grand Canyon. There's, like, some typical standard places, right? I think what I want to do is, like, map out every state and kind of put down marks and have that be, like, a end of life goal, if you will. Bucket list. Hi. You good? Here, let me... Okay. But that might be a bad idea. There is a, there's like this art installation place in New Mexico, but apparently it's in more than just New Mexico. That, oh nice. I think it's like in Denver. So, oh yeah, I don't know. I might try to go to Colorado next. I've never been there and I've heard it's pretty. And I have this like really toxic idea to like travel and like I'm a workaholic. I just want to travel for a place like to a place and work somewhere. I know that sounds maybe terrible. I don't know. I don't know how normal that is, but whatever. Oh, you lived in Denver? Tell me about it.
Mostly, yeah. I lived in the maintenance office near all my life. Mr. Thompson never let me forget how funny that was.
Huh.
He meant funny as in odd.
Rude.
It's not normal for anyone to do as their parents.
What?
You take a vocational test. That decides your schooling and your career. When I tested out for maintenance, everyone figured it was on account of my dad. They were real unhappy with us.
Yes, this is not Hunt tonight. This is Outer Worlds. And then I might swap off to Baldur's Gate sometime in the night. I'm not sure. We're going to see how it all plays out. I am going to have to pause sometime soon and go water the plants outside. It's so hot down here. I can't water them before stream or I will kill them. The weather's crisp right here. Yeah, this weather is hot and humid. I definitely felt a difference. I prefer the northern weather. I miss it every day we wake up and you see mountains. Yeah, I can only imagine. Like, that was one of the things that blew my mind, was it's like the people who live in these areas that have mountain ranges, I just hope like they wake up every day and they're like, I love life. You know what I mean? Because it's so pretty. I don't know. You wake up here and you go, there's trees all around me. I can't see much. You know what I mean? It's just different. It's different. Trip was amazing. That's like literally what I've talked about this entire stream so far. It's expensive, but experience it. I'll have to. That's one of the things. I'm a very honest person. With streaming, because like this doesn't do anything much for me, moolah wise, if you will. But anything I make for it, I put it back into the stream. Right now, I'm sort of reimbursing myself with anything that comes out of it. But in the future, like after I feel like I've done enough upgrades, to like enhance stuff for the stream, I would love to be able to go on trips with that, you know, and then make videos and then just, I don't know, express thanks, right? That's like, but that's like a, I have no idea if that's even realistic, you know what I mean? So, because that's not why I stream in the first place, but yeah, I don't
They're
like their way
powerful
of
good
life
tests.
in this game.
They rattled off this whole list of names who'd worked on them, with fancy bits hanging off them. Doctors and esquires
As if people
and
believe it.
surgeons. Even if you don't
We'll
believe they
see.
actually catch what everybody's best at, everybody's got to take them.
I would
So
like
at
to
least
turn
it's
this more
fair-ish.
into, I don't know. I'll leave it in God's hands and see what happens with streaming, because if it ever does start doing surprisingly well in the future one day, I would devote more time to it. Like, I'm just so busy right now. It's just difficult. So 2 days out of the week is the best I could do. But like, I don't know. I think it's branding is something that I found really cool in the aspect of design. And so one day I would like to design things that, you know, it's like brand it that people would actually like want. And that's like a far off future goal, right? But it's, I just think it's cool. I think a lot of stuff is cool. I'm too ambitious sometimes. I don't know if that's a bad thing, actually.
Well, I'm good at making things work the way they ought. Not so much at doing such to somebody else's schedule. There's times I'm working deep in the guts of a loader, getting it all running perfect. Then I look up to see it's tomorrow and I've blown another deadline. Anyhow, I was happy to get back home. I didn't care much for schooling.
This stream has like been a lot of me interjecting. Whoops. I don't know if that's necessarily a bad thing.
Yep, nothing much had changed. Everything was a little grayer, a little dirtier.
Not gonna lie, I can't wait
Dad
to
met me
take
at the shuttle and gave me a
kids
big
to
ol'
Rome,
hug.
Paris, Madrid,
I
and
noticed
Portugal
straight
next
away that
summer.
he was moving slowly.
Oh,
And stiffer.
that's gonna be
Made a
amazing.
little grunt when I squeezed.
Oh shit, I didn't even pay attention to what she just said. I feel awful. Oh, you have an ad? Shucks. I'll refrain.
About a year. I tried to do
I
more
didn't
of the
see the
work
option to
so he
stop
could
it.
rest. His heart gave him pains. Dad never said that he loved me, you know? I knew on account of him showing it. How he'd stay up late to help with my projects or
Aww.
listen to my fretting. Oh gosh. Look at the time. Sorry to bend your ear so long. And I got so much to do before this ship's in decent shape.
What the hell does that mean? I think it's time you move along. I don't know what that means, so I'm not going to select it.
Want to be a brand new you? Try out our respecification
No.
machine. Alex installed it himself, right before he died.
Party, you are following me. Oh wait, were you really following me, or were you coming in here? Can I burn my body? Okay, apparently not. Okay, now the ad's over. No, I said that that's really cool. And that's gonna be like a lifetime experience for those kids. Are they kids or are they like teenagers or college students? What are we talking here? It's still a cool experience for any of the ages. What is in this room? Bridgewater. What? Adelaide's deserters dreamed of an independent life without board oversight. You taught them an important lesson. Ow! I don't like this. Well, it does nothing. 5 ads? Oh, you just got back? Oh, I was saying... What grade we talking for the students? I usually get an option to snooze the ads. I must have missed it. The holographic shroud projects a disguise on you and your companions. It gives you access to restricted areas, provides you with character ID characters. Okay. Okay. How do you use it? What's F? I should have known that. I know what Q is. I know spacebar. Duh. How do you do the thing? Does it just auto enact itself? Maybe. I don't see this thing that I'm supposedly... Oh, here it is. Spice was just a holographic. Are you telling me I don't have to... Oh, that's neat. I don't have to, like... use it? Hold R to repair all equipped. Repair all equipped item for 20... Sure. That's a nice button that I didn't know about. Culinary, it's from EF Tours? EF Tours. Oh no, I meant like what age group they are. Like if they're teens or like college or like kids. Welcome, Captain. View message for Hawthorne. Ooh, unread message list. Oh, I forgot to mention in my previous message, silly me, I'm mailing you a copy of my favorite serial, The Space Adventures of Singularity Steel. It's about a dashing space pirate with the heart of Wells Steel. It's not exactly board approved, so don't you go showing it around to your spacer buddies. I hope it will amuse you while you're out adventuring. Any similarities to a certain someone are entirely intentional. Wink, wink. Okay. Log entries. Note to self, remember this later. No, better. Ada, remind me weekly to check this log until I tell you to stop. Yes, I mean continually. No, Ada, not if I'm dead. Why would you even ask me that? Back to my point. I saw it in actuality with my own 2 eyes, a sublimely powerful weapon in Wells's lab, just sitting there for the taking. And the gray hair were to look away or forget about it, maybe. Or if I had asked a smidgen more nicely. He called it a shrink ray, but wouldn't let me test that claim after I lost my temper. Said he was inspired to create the thing by the achievements of other scientists who dared to push the boundaries of human knowledge and decency laws. I had heard rumors of fantastical weapons like this one, weapons that push the boundaries of the mind and science's cutting edge, but I figured they were just stories, to be honest. Laying eyes on Willis's shrink ray firsthand is enough to make a fellow wonder if there's more to the rumors, more to be had. The last time I got sloshed. I mean, I was imbibing at the last hope on the Groundbreaker. Look, Idem was really free with the drinks. He seemed like an okay fellow. I shamelessly but subtly eavesdropped on 2 Mardrits yammering on about a mad scientist some years back who'd claimed he made a huge discovery and that would change the fate of the colony. Like none of us have heard that one before. But here is the good part. The Madrits said that mad scientist kept yelling song about the hammer's power or something similar. A strange weapon with a special power created by a crazy lab coat? Sure fits the bill. It could be another one of the weapons that inspired Wells. This is the last one. Okay. Yeah, they're gonna friggin' eat that up. Haha, see what I did there? It's culinary and they're gonna eat it up. Sorry. Oh, the black market leads. Why? Why? Why won't Wells just give the shrink Ray to me? Blast him to the depths of the labyrinth of Tartarus and back. Let the record show. I did apologize for shouting him down 5 times, but architect be damned. It's just sitting there, neglecting and gathering dust. I should have commandeered it and thanked him without asking permission or a breaking expensive equipment when he said it wasn't ready yet, and that even if it were, he couldn't entrust it to someone like me. What does that even mean, I ask? That I'm not trustworthy enough? That I'd use it to wipe out the good, hardworking folks of the colony like some sort of moralist psycho? I'd admit to maintaining some questionable associations, but I follow a strict code of me, myself, and mine. What's not to respect in that? Exactly. Now I have to wait until Wells forgets or thinks he's misplaced it. In the meanwhile, I have been tracking down additional rumors pertaining to others of these science weapons throughout Halcyon. If gossip holds true, my next step will be to check with the black market merchants on the Groundmaker and in Fallbrook. Interesting. Oh, thank you, Raven. Dad jokes are the best, aren't they? I don't know why I was so into reading that. Just excuse me. I exist. Alright, what is up here? What the hell is this? I will ask Ada about whatever the hell this is. It has a screen. Does a head go in there? Do I dismember someone? Is that a normal thought process? What's in here? Stuff that I don't really need to pick up because I can pick up anytime. What's this? Oh, really? Full of modified tools with unique mechanical usages. Thing around in here would be an easy way to lose a finger to a sawtooth blade. Well, that sounds like irresponsibility. This is not a petunia. Wow. Why does it say it is? Hanging. Oh, you can actually kind of read that. Okay, neat. Let's squat. Oh, I picked that up. First wrench Dad ever gave me. She's been a friend ever since. I'm stealing Pavardi's stuff. I'm an awful human being. I did not realize that's whose room I was in. A stern older man with borum eyes. Aww, it's her papa. I feel like garbage. I'm gonna just sit on her bed and just be disappointed at myself. I can't put it back. Well, I won't steal these things. They're obviously not mine. And I like Pavardi. Oh my god, hey, it's you.
As always, I am at your disposal.
I can throw you away?
Anything you'd like to discuss?
Well, oh god, there's so many options. I'm glad you got the travel bug, and I hope you enjoy it as much as I do. I hope I never lose that, like, wonder, you know what I mean? Like, that awe that you feel the more that you travel. Because, like, obviously your first time, you're just going to be in awe the entire time. I probably said wow too many times, or, oh, look at that, or who knows. Who knows? I don't think before I speak 9 times. No, let me be kind to myself. 7 times out of 10. God, there's so many things to talk about. Oh, shit. Okay, now I know what that means for Pavardi. I never want
Nothing too out of the ordinary.
kick him off.
Just your run-of-the-mill vicar with a violently enthusiastic disposition. That's what my parents called it. I grew up in a pit of a town, much like Edgewater. I was destined to be a laborer like my parents, but I was infected early with a need to solve the equation.
Interesting.
My passion didn't sit well with them.
Did he kill his parents?
My parents, ironically. They internalized the precepts of scientism like no one I've ever known. They had a pure faith, A faith that brought joy to them regardless of the situation. I envied that. I wanted that peace. I thought if I became a vicar, I could find it.
That girl you
Or at the
invited
very
onto your
least,
ship, you just robbed her?
find out why
Yes,
I lost
shush,
it.
we don't want to talk about it. It was an accident. I didn't steal like 2 of her things, but I stole maybe everything else that I could and I didn't know. It's on my ship. I'm exploring the rooms. I wasn't able to see them before. How am I supposed to know? Visit new places and it never gets old. I'll take that advice.
They thought I was fighting the plan.
How?
Should have accepted my lot.
Oh.
Some people pursue the clergy for power, prestige. But that was not me.
Hmm.
The plan is not one rigid path. There are a variety of multitudes contained within it. Our paths have variance, but we'll end up adhering to it, whether we like it or not. Some choices make the path smoother, some rougher. You can even go outside the lines, but the further outside you go, it's like an unbreakable elastic band. It will only stretch so far before it snaps back. The further it is stretched, the more violent the eventual correction.
Violent?
Bakonu, the author, had some interesting theories about man's perception of reality that I thought could be applied to our attempts to decipher the plan. Unfortunately, he was also one of the founders of the Philosophist school of thought, so the book is banned in this colony.
Hmm. Interesting. Oh, good. Looks like I am going to be swapping to Baldur's Gate at some point. It seems quite trusting.
I have run headlong into too many walls in my pursuit of the truth. This book is my last hope, and you were my only hope of getting it translated.
Huh. Good thing I'm not a psychopath.
Sir? Do it. Do it. Do it.
I honestly don't know what I'd do. This quest has consumed me for the better part of my life.
Mm-hmm.
I fear there's nothing else left to me.
Oh, buddy.
What about you? What's your story?
I'm going to tell him the truth.
And how did he do that?
That's a good freaking question.
Well, you do seem different than every other colonist. Let's pretend for the moment I believe.
Oh, he doesn't even believe
What are you
me.
going to do now?
Wowee. Okay.
That seems a dangerous proposition. Why risk your life now that it's been returned to you?
Oh. Wait, am I making up this backstory? I don't remember if I had one that I like selected or something. I'm gonna be dumb.
Fair enough.
I don't know.
I've been thinking on that. There's a former infamous philosopher scholar who fled Terra 2 some years ago. He's an expert on Bakonu. He's also who told me of the journal's presence in Emerald Vale.
Huh.
If anyone in this colony could translate that book, it would be him.
Oh, it's getting kind of dark out. Let me wrap this conversation with Vicar, and then I'm going to put it on the BRB screen because I need to water my plants. I did put an update in Discord of what my sunflowers look like. I was very shocked. I had my mom take care of them for me when I was away, and I don't know what she did. They have gotten so big, and I am just surprised. So I'm curious to see if the one that comes up to my hip is going to like break record to be the highest sunflower I've ever grown. Because this is the first time I've ever planted them. So, and I don't even know how any of them are coming out yellow because I bought the Velvet Queen variety and they're supposed to be red. So, I don't know. Plants have become fascinating to me. If you cannot tell.
The only one I'm aware of. I suppose we could always just ask random passers-by if they are fluent in it.
Doubt.
1,000 pardons, my good captain. I thought we were engaging in witty repartee.
Okay,
Now,
okay.
as far as tracking down this scholar,
The
we should
longer they
start on
say,
the
I think the
Groundbreaker.
color will change.
It's where I'd go if I wanted to get off Terra
What?
2. Great place to pick up a ride to
Oh.
Hephaestus, Scylla, even Monarch.
So every time.
All I need is access to a data cartridge from the security terminal.
Oh, okay.
Their easily hackable system keeps a registry of all crew manifests for both arrivals and departures.
Okay, okay. So far with a lot of these that have bloomed, I think that they've like been crisped by the sun, but really they're just dark because they're red and they're like coming out. It's very interesting, honestly. I eat and cook plants, so I'm just guessing. I have actually questionably eaten a sunflower head before. I don't advise it. It doesn't taste that great. It was in the midst of the trends of eating sunflower heads, if you remember that time. That time. Oh, crew manifest health. Oh.
Before I transferred to Edgewater, I had a wealth of time to develop certain secular skills during my years serving a particular penitentiary flock. I meditated, led sermons, provided guidance to the inmates as needed, of course. I also played prison yard tossball and taught myself a bit about computronic security systems.
I really need to. I might swap games soon, actually. Sounds like the guys are ready. Maybe.
I'll comb the last 6 months of departure manifest to track the Philosophist's off-world destination.
Okay.
Thank you, Captain.
Oh, that's it? What if I want to talk to you more? I guess I can talk to you more later. Why are you stand up? Where are you going? To your bookshelf? Wow, you look like you're about to slam your head into that. It'd be shame if I just, shot it. Can you kill your party members? I'm not going to do it. I just want to know. Anyways, let me go ahead and save here. I am totally on this one. Save it. All right, I'm going to run and water the plants. Oh, perfect, Haven. I didn't even know you were tuning in. Wow, hi. All right, I'm gonna water the plants. And then we may very well swap to Baldur's Gate when I get back from watering the plants. Let's all pray I don't get bitten by a snake. I'm just saying. It could happen. Hopefully not, because then I'll suddenly be off to the ER instead of back to stream. So, yeah. All right, BRB. What is with my hair?